Happy Tarot Tuesday, everyone. I am Carolyn, Eternal Soul. Welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to do a reading and I wasn't sure exactly what to do the reading on. So I decided that I was going to choose an oracle card to help sort of give us a starting point for what this reading is going to be about. What does the collective need to know, Spirit? What is important for us to know about today? This beautiful Tuesday evening. You are worth it. You are worth it. Really beautiful cards. So this is from the Nature's Whispers Tarot, or Oracle deck, sorry. So what this reading is going to be about is our sense of worth, which is really important because if you're looking to bring anything into your life, any manifestation, any person, place, thing, experience, when you have a worthiness issue, it can make it very difficult to feel as though the thing that you want is yours. But the thing that you don't realize is that any desire in your heart, any true desire in your heart, is yours by divine right. So all you have to do is get out of your own way. So Spirit's going to help us understand how to do that today. The Three of Cups. Okay, so the first card out is the Three of Cups. And I feel like the Three of Cups is sort of like this feeling of like, get by with a little help from your friends. Mind, body, and spirit. So our sense of worth doesn't actually come from people outside of us. I think a lot of people misinterpret that or misconstrue that society has to believe that you're worthy for you to be worthy. Nobody outside of you ever has to believe in your worth other than you. And you have beautiful tools at your fingertips to achieve this. Your mind can sometimes be working against you in ego. So sometimes your ego is going to diminish your sense of self-worth for your protection. Maybe because of societal pressure and perception that has felt like it's harmed you in the past. Your body is there to help give you guidance. What is for you, what is not for you. And this is called clairsentience. It's a psychic ability that we all possess, that we all have. Practicing this, listening to your body, getting in touch with what your body is telling you through sensation and emotion will help you determine what is for you, what's not for you. Developing that sense of trust will help foster your sense of self-worth. And spirit, your higher self, the universe, is constantly in communication with you, always telling you what you are worthy of, what you're capable of, what's possible, which is pretty much anything. And I think that's where a lot of us tend to go wrong sometimes, is we have this misconception that there are limits. There are limits to what we can do. There's limits to what we're capable of. And that just isn't true. It's not true. Anything that your heart genuinely desires, not out of fear, but out of genuine joy and excitement, is always, always, always meant for you. So look and take stock. Is my desire born out of some type of fear or perception of society? Do I care more about what people think of me with this particular desire than what I might get out of it? The Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands. This is exactly the part that we were just talking about. Carrying around burdens Where do your responsibilities lie? What are you carrying on your back that doesn't actually belong to you? When you try to help other people when they really need to be helping themselves, when you try to make a bridge for someone who won't make their own bridge, when you try to drag someone along your journey with you because you think that's what's best for them, you're just trying to help out. You're hindering your own ability to move forward in your journey, therefore inadvertently feeling like life is hard, life is impossible, I can't achieve the things that I want to achieve. Most of the time, there is some responsibility or some sense of responsibility that you have attached yourself to. That is not true. It's not true of your experience or your journey. Now, I know a lot of people have children, and to a degree you are responsible for them. But as they grow, your responsibility to them lessens over time. And sometimes as parents, we have a hard time releasing that sense of responsibility. We always want to provide for our children. We want the very best for them. We want to help them achieve everything that they want to achieve. But there's a point where you're starting to take responsibility for their journey. You're not allowing them to learn their own lessons. And therefore, your inability to help them to the degree that you would like to hinders your own sense of self-worth and the possibilities that you have available to you. And this translates to others too, significant others, siblings, parents, co-workers. Whenever you're trying to carry someone or something along that isn't meant for you to do, it is going to feel so hard, right? So anytime something feels like too much work, too difficult, like you're walking in quicksand, trudging along through the mud, you can almost guarantee whatever that is not your responsibility. It's not for you to figure out. Stop, reassess. Is this for me? Do I need to take responsibility for this? Now, a lot of times the other person is going to try to convince you that it is your responsibility. It isn't. I'm going to tell you this right now. The only responsibility that you have is to your own self. It is only to you. And when you take on the responsibility of others, it really hampers your ability to move forward towards any goal that you have. The Hanged Man. So with the Hanged Man, this is telling us that we're going to have to be doing some very uncomfortable things towards our goals, towards what it is that we're meant to be doing. And I think a lot of people misinterpret what the uncomfortable thing is that we're going to need to put ourselves into. I believe a lot of times this is about boundaries. Setting healthy boundaries is very difficult. We don't want to hurt other people's feelings. We don't want to make people feel like we don't want them in our lives or that they are hurting us in any way. Sometimes people will want to please others at their own detriment, right? I want you to really focus on how it is that you are throwing curveballs into your own road or allowing others to do so too. Okay? The Hanged Man is basically someone who is resigned to doing the uncomfortable thing for their gain. Don't be afraid of uncomfortability. You have all of the strength within you to achieve that. And let me tell you, when you do put yourself in an uncomfortable position, when you do choose the harder path for your goal, for your well-being, for your happiness and joy, it fosters that sense of self-worth. It fosters that sense of, I can do this. I can trust myself. I can move forward on my own for me. It's not that you don't actually need other people, which technically you don't need other people, but you do want them, right? There's never going to be a, for instance, where you're not going to be around other people. But sometimes you have to set those boundaries. And if the people around you don't like the boundaries that you're setting, it could be that they're benefiting from your sense of responsibility and spending your precious resources on them, time, effort, and energy. It's time to pull back and think about, how can I achieve what I'm wanting to achieve? Let Spirit tell you how to get there. And lastly, we have the King of Pentacles, right? And this is, I believe this is just more of a confirmation, really, that inherently we are worthy. Inherently we are here to achieve and conquer our fears, go down a path that is meant for us, one that other people may not understand, and that's okay. They don't need to. The only one that is meant to understand your path is you. And when you are moving in alignment with yourself, with your goals, with your happiness, with your well-being, anything that you want will be yours. I like to think of the King of Pentacles as the Midas touch. Anything that you touch turns to gold when you are in alignment. And so I believe with this message of self-worth, that's what it was, right? Oh, I think I put it back in the deck. Anyway, our worthiness is not something that comes outside of us. It is something that comes from within us. We are all worthy of ourselves, of our journey, of our own path. It's up to you to figure out what that is and walk in it. And let me tell you, it isn't difficult to figure out what that is. It's very simple. But when we listen to other people, when we allow the distractions and the noise and the circumstances around us to dictate whether or not we're capable, it can feel impossible to win, to achieve, to be joyful. So I encourage you this week, take stock, allow yourself to meditate and be free in yourself. Discover your sense of worthiness. Allow your higher self to tell you, to reinforce that you are worthy. If you have liked this video, please, I encourage you to like and subscribe to the channel. I thank you so much if you have gotten to this point. Feel free to check out the links in my bio. I offer one-on-one readings and classes, courses on psychic ability and manifestation. Until next time, love you.